Yeah, so I'm going to do 1 Corinthians 4, 9 through 13. It seems to me that God has put us who bear his message on stage in a theater which no one wants to buy a ticket, where something everyone stands around and stares at, like an accident in the street. We're the Messiah's misfits. You might be sure of yourself, but we live in the midst of fragilities and uncertainties. You might be well thought of by others, but we're mostly kicked around. Much of the time, we don't have enough to eat. We wear patched and threadbare clothes, we get doors slammed in our faces, and we pick up odd jobs anywhere we can to make a living. When they call us names, we say, God bless you. When they spread rumors about us, we put in a good word for them. We're treated like garbage, the leftovers that nobody wants, and it's not getting any better. I'm not writing all of this as a neighbor scold to shame you. I'm writing as a father to you, my children. I love you and want you to grow up well, not spoiled. There are a lot of people around who can't wait to tell you what you've done wrong, but there aren't many fathers willing to take the time and effort to help you grow up. It was as Jesus helped me proclaim God's message to you that I became your father, but I'm not. You know, asking you to do, I'm not asking you, I'm not, you know, asking you to do anything I'm not already doing myself. So, y'all, that was 9 through 16. God's children are going to go through a lot. When you decide to walk with God, you're going to go through a lot. While everybody else is sure of who they are and they because of the things they got in the physical, but be empty on the side. Trust me, God's children are the misfits. We're the one, like it says, is like we're put up to be used by God, and no one wants to buy a ticket, and it's like everybody's watching like, ooh, let me see what accident is going to happen, like let me see, but who's there to actually help? God might tell somebody, like he said, I'm not writing all this as a neighborhood scold to shame you. I'm writing as a father to you. Like he had to live out what God was telling him to do, and then he's like, I'm coming back because like I've seen it all. I've seen, you know, by enduring it for myself. If I could save you, let me save you. Like, yes, you're gonna go through a lot of stuff. And listen, I ain't coming to you as with the bitter hearts. I'm not coming to you. I'm coming to you to let you know what you're about to go through. I'm coming to you to be the example. Like, this is why it's so important of you building a relationship with God. Like, I love you and I want you to grow up well. I don't want you growing up like because of what you're going through and the trauma and the pain that comes. Like, no, like God gonna take you through some things. You're gonna put yourself through some things, but understand, like, God is going to be with you. There are a lot of people who would wait to tell you what you're doing wrong. So many people, as you're walking with God, loves to tell you, you should sit down. You're not this. Make jokes in light of everything, but did you take the time to help that person? So if you're in the fivefold ministry, where it's apostle, a prophet, evangelist, a pastor, and a teacher, be like, have grace for yourself. Have grace and mercy for yourself. If God is telling you that you're going to be used by Him, it doesn't matter what it is. Be patient with yourself. Have grace with everything that God is telling you to do, because you're going to make a lot of mistakes. And guess what? Those that got up in where they needed to be at the top or whatever, when they see you make mistakes, are they coming to help? Are they just there to talk? Like, what are you doing? Like, if you could help me, help me. But people know they can help you. They don't want to help you. They want to see you fall. They want to stare at you like the accident. Like, oh, yeah, they're going to fall. That's why you're God's misfit. Because even though that you're going to go through uncertainties and fragilities, like, when you being used by God, you gonna take some hits that the old self gonna say, I wouldn't have took this because God, hold on. You ain't say walking with you is gonna come with this. Cause see, listen, I know the old me, we would have handled this. I don't have to take this. But because I'm changing my ways and I'm being the example, I can't go back to old ways or behaviors. So I'm not here talking to y'all out of someone that's bitter. I'm not talking to y'all out of someone that is holding on to shame or unforgiveness. I'm talking to y'all as a servant of Christ. I want y'all to grow well as you're walking with God. I want you to be able to handle and endure everything, because it's not just about you. It's everything you're going through is being done for you so you can become who you need to be. I'm talking to you, the person that went through a lot. That's how Paul is saying. I'm talking to you. That's why he's saying like I'm talking to you like a father. Like I love you. Well, I'm talking to you like a sister, because I love you. Message with wisdom, with a guidance, like whatever it is. If it's just me getting on here giving a word and letting them sit on it and dwell on it, like let your life be a living sacrifice. Do the work on the inside. I'm telling you, you're going to go through a lot with God, and watch how you become the person that always took everything in your hands to become this person of letting go, releasing, and you're not doing everything. And that's where humility comes in. All right, that's God working on your humility. You ain't got to handle everything. God got this. God, now you going through a lot of things to where people pissing you off. All right, God's trying to work on your anger. And you become this peaceful person slowly but surely. Like God is working on you. So if God is working on you and he's showing you who you are, and God say, I need you to start. Just start. Because that's going to be your response. And I love how Amos said, I wasn't planning on being no preacher. Well, God, I wasn't planning on being the person that you use to give your word. To preach the gospel is free. So therefore, like, God, whatever you ask us to do, like, let's do it. But I need y'all to understand, walking with God, like it says, we're the misfits. We're going to be the ones that's kicked around a lot. Like, and you're going to be okay with that. When people talk about you, but yet you giving them, a good word. When people ask about them, you're not talking bad about them. You while you're getting kicked around, while you're going through, hey, God bless you. God, do you know how much strength it takes to say that while you're going through, while you being persecuted by other people, and you uplifting other people while you going through, when you could be giving people your trauma and your pain or whatever it is that you're going through, but yet you see, man, if you see yourself change that way, that's beautiful. Nah, I'll still recommend you if somebody asks me, hey, how is this person? And you recommend me for the job, and you watch them get it. No, they don't deserve it, but because I'm walking out of the fruit of the Spirit of my Father, and I'm walking in him, and we're letting him do his thing in me, I know, like, I'm learning, congratulate your enemies, congratulate those, because listen, you may not deserve it, but people will start seeing that eventually. Let people, then when it's your turn, baby, be so loud about you, because you was loud for those that betrayed you. You were loud for others who didn't even deserve your presence. You were loud for you, baby, come on. Be the misfit. Be the outcast. It seems that God has put us who bear his message on stage. People may not be interested in you, and it's okay. People may not want to hear what you got to say. Because, see, you give people a conviction spirit, and they know this, but yet they'll still mistreat you and do whatever they do to make you feel humbled, but you'll never be humbled. Like, it's okay. Because God sees all, and God will reward all. You might not have a lot right now. It's okay. Because when God get done with you, baby, you're going to have more than you can ever ask for. Much of the time, we don't have much to eat. We're wearing clothes listen. If y'all knew what God has, I don't know, when you get a testimony, that's what really hits different. Doors going to be slammed in your face. You're going to be picking jobs up trying to make ends meet. When they call you names, listen, I love you, and you're still my brother and sister in Christ. You're going to start walking out of a new perspective, a different lens. Because we're all broken, but just because you're broken don't mean I have to treat you how you treat me. If I can save somebody else's life, like how Paul said, listen, I'm being an example. This is what it's like of walking with God, where you're going to go through, but yet let him expose and display the blessings he's doing in your life. Don't you do it. Don't you treat people how they're treating you, because at the end of the day, God is going to make sure that you are covered and that you're protected. Be around those that help you grow, because like it says, there are a lot of people around who can't wait to tell you what you've done wrong, but there are few. There aren't many fathers willing to take the time and effort to help you grow. But Jesus will always be there. Can I tell you that? Jesus is always going to be there. God's going to always be there. And sometimes it's okay when not having people there, because God is protecting you from not being like certain people that want to get their hands on you. Never follow people who is not doing what they're asking you to do. So watch people's actions. Because Paul said, I'm not asking you to do anything I'm not already doing myself. And we know where Paul came from. Baby, you was out here slaying people, but now you changed. Okay, let's see. Let me see your lifestyle. Let me see. You would rather be in bondage and chains and live for God and be talked about and mocked. That's better than having it all being empty. I don't know about y'all, but that's better and greater than being spiritually empty. So let them do what they got to do. God is protecting you. God is with you. Continue to grow. Grow spiritually more than you want to have things in the world physically. God got us. We're good.